Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Laverne, hello, my lovely. First to comment today. Hi, Katie. Hi, Becky. Hi, Sarah. Hello, hello, hello. Are we okay? Have you had a good weekend? Linda, good evening. Hi, Sue and Susie. Hello, Liz. Hello, hello, hello. My weekend's been okay. I feel like it's flown by way too quickly. I could do with another day or two. Hi, Mandy, Connie, Suzanne, Met. Hello. Hi, Dawn. Are we all okay? So I'm just setting up the board here. Oh, I'm slightly off with the camera. There we go. Hi, Tiffany from Arizona. Hello, my lovely. Mandy, yeah, it's not been too bad. Like I say, it's gone too fast for my liking, but doesn't it always? Have we all had a good weekend? Today is a normal live, so I'll jump straight in with updates. So there is new stock in the new in section on the website. It is the three new Christmas items that are in there. So I did show them to everybody last week. Obviously they went live to supporters first, and they are live to everybody in the new in section now. We still have Christmas cozies, and yes, it is Christmas in July. That's because it was requested by everybody, or a lot of viewers, to have Christmas in July again. So for the rest of July we will be having our mid-year Christmas theme going, so with Christmas jewellery in the Christmas cozy game, Christmas themes, and yeah, a few little surprises to come as well. Wendy, Kathy, Sonia, Lisa, Dawn, Claire, hello everybody. Oyster bags today still have the normal, the Nunu and the Expand the Rainbow. Mystery oysters should, fingers crossed, be with us this week, but I'll update everybody as and when I know more. Apart from that, I think that's everything. The order list has been posted on the page, so if you have ordered, hopefully you can see whereabouts you are on the page. And if you would like to order, there is still space available for today, and then I'll update the order list as we go. Sue, bless you, my lovely. Thank you for the stars, Sue. Again, it's very, very kind of you. Okay, so shall we get started? My camera's slightly bright down there, so we'll see how that goes. Up first today is Anna Phillips, and Anna, I literally just did a double take because I saw you commented and I was like, I didn't call your name yet. But Anna, hello, you are here. So Anna Phillips, you are up first. I'm just having a quick read. You have got 2 oyster openings and a 4 pearl oyster as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the 4 pearl oyster, as that's out the 4 pearl oyster bag. If you can then tell me what are the 2 oysters you would like, and then we can get them opened for you. So we've got the darker rainbow colours, which is the new rainbow bag, light rainbow colours, which is the Expand the Rainbow bag, and then the normal natural colours as well. Okay, so this is the 4 pearl oyster bag. Which other 2 oysters would you like, my lovely? No, Melanie, you don't have to, as I'll ask you on the live, my lovely, okay? If you want to put that information on the order form, you can. However, I'd probably still ask you on the live anyway, just in case you changed your mind whilst watching. Can you get a Nunu and an Expand the Rainbow? Of course you can. Oh, I might get Aaron to top these up for me. I didn't think about that before starting. Okay, so would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Let's get these open for you, Anna. So we're going to start with the 4 pearl oyster, then the Nunu rainbow, and then the Expand the Rainbow. Okay, let's go down. And Suzanne, bless you. Thank you for the stars there as well. Again, it's very, very generous of you. Okay, so 4 pearl oyster to start with. Donating the shells, Perfect, thank you. So good luck, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, okay, so we had the pearl run up and run back down, so that's landed out the back here. And then straight away, before even having a squidge, I can see 3 pearls on the side of the mother of pearl, on the inside, sorry, of the oyster there. So let me just have squidge those out and just having a check in here as well. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so first, quadding oyster. Let's dry these pearls up for you so you can have a closer look at the colours. Are they big shells, Linda? Possibly, or it may be that they're not very different in size as well, so it makes them look more in line. So your first colour is an autumn peach. Okay, so here is an autumn peach. Your second colour is an apple green. It's a lighter pastel apple green. You've then got a two-tonal blurple. So a blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. So in some lights he's going to look more blue, in some lights he's going to look more purple. And then the last pearl here is a two-tonal silver. So you've got lighter and darker areas with silver here. Okay, so that's from your first oyster. It is your quadding colours there. If we move on to your next oyster, you guys have been getting loads of notifications. Oh, so they're for the reels that I posted. Okay, so what I can do then is I can then change the way I'm doing it, because I didn't realise it would notify everybody each time a reel got posted. Oh, bless you all. I'll calm that down. Moving on to your second oyster, Anna, which I said was your new rainbow oyster. So in here, there's one side and the other side. And in here, if I hold, so there's nothing on that half there. If I hold this up, move that out the way, I can see definitely 3 pearls here. 1, 2, 3. They all look to be very, very similar shades there. There's no more in that one. So let me dry this up for you. You have triples. You have got 3 blurples here. Now they do look like they're just ever so slightly different sizes. I'm just sort of putting them in a slight size order. Now they're very, very, very similar in shade. So again, blurple is a mix between blue and purple. There we go there. So you can see in different lights it's going to look more blue, in different lights it's going to look more purple. So they are gorgeous there. Triple blurple pearls. Moving to your last oyster, which is your expand the rainbow oyster. Oh, there's one side. And the other side. And it's a multiple opening for you, because in your last oyster I can see again you have got multiple pearls there. You are twinning. We just double check. Okay, so there's no more in that one. You are twinning with pastel apple green twins, Anna. So I'm just going to dry these up for you as well. So you've had 3 oysters. And 9 pearls. Sorry, completely forgot that I was meant to be saying the number then. 3 oysters, 9 pearls, my lovely. Now I'll go through the colours again for you quickly. You've got an autumn peach, pastel apple green, a blurple and a two-tonal silver. 3 blurples, very similar in shades and sizes there, and then you've got twinning apple greens as well. Now if you're happy with these colours, I'll need to know which colour you'd like on each item of jewellery, and if you're not happy with these colours, it can be 1, 2, all of them, any amount. You can swap them for colours of your choice if you would like to. Okay, and if you'd like some time to think about it, Anna, you can take a screenshot and then email me your choice across once you know. So that's up to you. So I'll start running them through the board, and then if you know now, what colours would you like on what item of jewellery? So oyster number 1, the quadding oyster, your autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Apple green from the quad is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Oh, he's a 6.5, and the two-tonal silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Now I've just seen, can you swap the 2 apple greens for darker greens? You can. Now I'm just going to do that swap for you, and then I'll continue measuring them, just so then you've got time to have a look at the greens I add in and let me know if they're okay or not. So I'm going to go for 2 sea greens here. However, I can go darker. I'll show you 1 darker green than sea green as well, and then that way you can have a look. Now these ones are really quite dark, deep green there, so it's going to be completely up to you, my lovely. So I've added in the 2 sea greens, and then the one next to it is a darker forest green. So, or you could have 1 of each, or if those shades are not what you're looking for, let me know and I can change them as well. Okay, so would be swapping out those 2 greens, and then let me know what greens you'd like to keep, if you're happy with those. I'll carry on measuring the blurples for you. So blurple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And number 3 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5 as well. So you'd like to have the sea greens? Of course you can. So which pearls would you like on which item of jewellery? So you get to keep all of the pearls, they're all yours. It's just I'll need to know which colour you'd like where. What do you think, my lovely? Can you have the silver and 1 of the greens put on your jewellery? Then can you add 2 blurples as earrings and be invoiced? Of course you can. So first things first, you'd like to have a silver and green on the jewellery. Do you have a preference as to which one goes on which item? Or don't you mind? So which one would you like the green to go on, and which one would you like the silver to go on? Regarding the earrings, they're all the same size. Colour-wise, I'd possibly say that these 2 blurples are closer in colour shade. So I'll just need to know what earrings you would like. Is it simple studs that you'd like to have them on, or is there a different pair? Happy with either green or silver on each item, that's not a problem. So if you're happy with those 2 there, do you know which earrings you would like? I'm just going to bring you back up so I can write this down. But if I need to go back down again, I will. So you don't mind which colour goes where. Simple studs, perfect. And the most similar blurples is the ones I said there. That's brilliant. Okay, so if I write this down, so invoice for studs with the blurples. Okie dokie, I've got that down for you. I was just like, where are my bags then? Just popping this all in here for you, my lovely. So the invoice for the studs, that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. You also get a naughty or nice card. So as while we're in the Christmas theme, every order gets a naughty or nice card. If it's a naughty card, it does mean that there's not a bonus there. If you get a nice card, it does give you a little bonus. So if we dive in, I just look away just so you guys can see. I can't see anything. So your naughty or nice card. And you have got a nice card, which means, Anna, you have got a £2 off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have £2 code that you can use, and it will take that money off of the order for you. And that will get emailed across as well tomorrow for you to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with everything there, Anna. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. No, I haven't dyed my hair. It looks lighter on the ends. Hang on, I don't want to touch it. Ugh. It might be just because it needs a good cut. It's quite, it hasn't had a cut in quite a long time, so it's thinning out slightly on the ends. But no, I can't dye my hair. I tell a lie, I can, but I react badly to dye, so I tend not to go near it. It could be the light behind me, yeah. I do have the twinkle lights on, even though they're covered up by the red sparkly. Right, up next today is Justin Tidwell. Oh, Justine. Justine Tidwell, are you here? Now, Justine, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see her, please comment on her comments because it will bring it forward so I can see. Oh, bless you, Nina. Thank you. I don't intend to cut my hair, but it's getting to that point where I know it's definitely going to need at least a trim when it starts breaking at the ends, because I'm really bad. I don't have my hair cut for like over a year and a half, 2 years. It's so bad. So yeah, when it comes time for a cut, I need to have a few inches off. So last call for Justine Tidwell. If not, we'll move on. And then if they come on, we can of course add them back in again, but it would be to the end of the order list. Oh wow, Joe, and that's lovely that you donated it as well. I bet you felt such a difference having 7 inches cut off. That's like, what, about that much? That's like a face width. That's a lot. Right, I haven't seen her, so we're going to move on. And then, like I say, if she comes on, we will add her in again, but it will be just to the end of the order list. So let me just mark her as not here yet. Okay, so up next then is Kristen Getson. Kristen, are you here? 13 inches. Wow. Again, that's so, you must feel the difference when that comes off. You felt, I bet you did, Joe. Bless you. Sometimes it's when I get a lot chopped off though, it does feel nice. However, the shortest I went was to here, and I really didn't like it. It was too short for me. Currently looking for Kristen Getson. Kristen, are you here? Again, if anyone sees Kristen, please comment on her comments. It will bring it forward so I can see. And if you are here commenting away, but I'm not answering you, my lovely, pop in I'm invisible and bring it forward so I can see. Oh wow. I bet when she was brushing it she'd just keep going, but it wasn't there. Okay, last call for Kristen then, and if not we'll move on. So Kristen gets in, are you here? She's sat here nodding, oh bless her. I understand. It's down to your knees. Oh wow, Julie. Oh, you're gonna feel it as well. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Obviously, I'm talking about it like it's, but it's not. It's but 8 years of growing it to then cut it off. Wow. Right, I haven't seen Kristen, so again, let me mark her as not here yet. And if she comes on, we'll add her back in. So up next then would be Dawn Allen. Dawn, are you here? Dawn, hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me mark that you are here. Perfect. Okay, so Dawn, you have got 3 oyster openings altogether. Okay, so do you know what 3 oysters you would like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Excuse me. So 3 oyster openings altogether. What 3 would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Not a problem, Emma, and hello. Oh wow, Lillian, congratulations. I hope your granddaughter and great-grandson are doing well. Expand the rainbow for all 3. Donate the shells. Okay. So expand the rainbow. Oh, I've got 2 there. So 1, 2, and 3. Let me get them open. Would there be certain colours that you're hoping for, Dawn? 1, 2, and 3. So let's go down. So oyster number 1, and you're hoping for purples. Good luck, my lovely. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. That was quite a crunch on that one. And in here, straight away, you've got a brighter pink. There's nothing on that side. And there's no more in that one. So your first oyster, you have got a brighter pink. Just drying him up for you. And if I pop him in the sand, he looks like he's quite a nice sized pink as well. Oh, sorry. Just get that refocused. I don't know. There we go. Moving on to oyster number 2. So again, this is your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in this one, ooh, you've got a brighter icy blue. And there's no more in that one. You're wearing your Barbie pink simple studs today. I hope they're comfy for you, Tiffany. So here is your icy blue pearl in the sand there, Dawn. So you can definitely see the size difference between the two. And then moving on to your last oyster, which is your expand the rainbow oyster as well. So in here, there's one side and the other side. And you have got a coral. Now that was there right away. There's not a lot of flesh in that one, but you can definitely see there's no more pearls in there. So we've got a bright pink, an icy blue, and a coral. Now you did say you was hoping for purples, so if of course you're not happy with these, with one or all of them, I can swap them for you. If you are happy with them, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which ones you'd like to go where, my lovely. So it's completely up to you. If I run them through the board, starting with your coral, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Could I have a guess before measuring them? So I did just measure the coral as 7. I'd say the pink was a 8.5 and the blue 6.5, but I'd say 6.5 to be safe. So 8.5 and 6.5 are my guesses. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. And the blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. So he's a 6.5 as well. Swap all for purple, please, as want the jewellery as a set. Of course you can. Do you know what shades of purple you would like? So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you possibly a couple of shades. And then I will see if I can get 3 in that colour. And I'm going to grab a blurple as well, just because with the blurples, some of them can look more purple. So, okay, so if I go through these for you, you have got, I've given you 5 different colours here, so I understand that I can make them all the same colour. It's just what sort of shade you're going to look for. So if I give them numbers, you can then let me know which number you'd like. And if you're not happy with any of these, let me know, and then I can have a look to see if we've got any more. So we're going to say this one's number 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. What do you think to those colours, Dawn? Number 3. Oh, so it's like a silvery purple. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. That one. So it's that brighter purple. Okay. just bear with me a moment. What I'm doing is, just because they're not in my hand, I'm just putting in the pearls which are that shade, and then I can have a look for the correct sizes. So we need 2 of definitely the same size, and then the third one can be slightly different if that's correct. Okay, if you have a look at these ones here for me and just let me know if you'd be happy with those, Dawn. So I'm just going to take away these other 3 as those ones we're swapping out. Are you happy with that shade of purple? Yes, perfect, brilliant. I'm just going to bring you up that I can write all of that down. So we're going to have purple on there and purple on there. Dawn, thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells. Okay, so that's all on there for you. If we do your naughty or nice card, dive in, and in here you have got a nice card, Dawn. You have got a £2 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order in the future, you'll have a £2 off code to use. That will also get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address on the order form. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. I don't know where that banging's coming from. It's not me. You're very, very welcome. Okay, up next today is Bronnie Van Leer. Bronnie, are you here? Now, we saw Bronnie earlier, so hopefully she's still here. Bronnie, hello, my lovely. Let me mark you off as being here as well. So, Bronnie, you have got 3 oyster openings altogether. I did email back earlier, so if you could just double check that and then get back to me whenever you can, that would be brilliant. But for today, you've got 3 oyster openings. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So today we've got Expand the Rainbow Oysters, Nunu Rainbow Oysters, and the normal natural oysters. 1 Nunu, 2 Expand. Okay. 1 Nunu, 2 Expand. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? Let me just get these open. There's 1, 2. And we're going to start with the Nunu Rainbow Oyster and then end with the 2 Expand the Rainbow Oysters. So, donating the shells. Nunu Rainbow Oyster, good luck, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, look at him. Such a deep, dark TARDIS blue pearl from your Nunu Rainbow Oyster. There's no more in that one. You're looking for a possible lighter olive green or a violety colour. Okay, so let me pop this one in the sand. It is a stunning deep TARDIS blue, quite a dark shade here. So I'm just, there we go. Look at him. So pop him in the sand. There we go. Beautiful pearl to start with. If we move on to your Expand the Rainbow oysters, Expand the Rainbow number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, straight down the bottom there, I can see that you're twinning. Now, twinning with apple green pearls. Now, they do actually look slightly more yellowy in tone there, but I do believe that they are actually a base green, but they're like that kind of on the cusp of being a greeny yellow. One of them does have a darker spot as well. So if I go through the pearls, that one's the one with the darker spot. So let me hold it so you can see. So base green. There you go. So straight away there you can see the darker spots, and it's that light colour all the way around apart from the spot there. His twin is just the pastel green all the way round. So pastel green twins from your first Expand the Rainbow oyster. Moving on to Expand the Rainbow oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you are twinning for a second time, Bronnie. And there's no more in that one. And you're twinning with coral twins this time. Now these corals, visually they do look like they're the same shades, however do slightly, ever so slightly look like they may measure different sizes. However, it's extremely close, so it may be that they actually measure the same size but do visually look slightly different. So the one that's on the outer edge, that's the one which visually looks larger. So altogether you've got a dark TARDIS blue, twinning apple greens and twinning corals. If you're happy with these, Bronnie, I'll need to know which one you'd like to go on your jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. I'll just need to know what colours you'd like to swap for. So the TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Apple green number 1, which is the one with the spot, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. His twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a, oh no, sorry, he is a 7. Let me just go do that again. Yep, he is a 7. He had a bit of sand on him there. So they're the same size there. Visually smaller coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And his twin, oh, it's a runaway, and he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5 there. Okay, Bronnie, what do you think? Can we swap both twins for twins of matching light olive green and violets? There's definitely going to be a weight on a violet shade. Let me have a look for olive greens for you. If you don't mind going on a waiting list for the violets, then that's not a problem. If you prefer not to wait, is there a different colour you'd like to go for? Also, my olive greens, I don't have any light ones here by the looks of it. I've got a lighter chocolatey one, but I don't have one to match that. Those two are matching, but they're quite dark. I'm just looking at the other ones. No. Okay, so let me show you what I have got. So I've got these two here, which are like a chocolatey with an olive green overtone to them. But as you can see, they are quite dark. If I move them around, you'll be able to see the green in them. Okay, so what do you think to these? And are you happy to potentially wait for the violets as well? Gary, hello. All our prices are on the website. I'll pop it in the comments for you. There's the website there. It's also above in the description. Okie dokie, so wait for them both. Now, because you'd like to have matching ones, the wait might be quite a while, but as always, I'll do my best to get them obviously as soon as possible, because obviously you're waiting on 4 pearls altogether. It may be that 2 come in and then we're still waiting on the other 2, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know as it as time goes on as well. But blue on the jewellery. Okay, so I'm just going to write this down. So swap the 2 corals and the 2 apple green for matching light olives and matching violets. I've got that down for you. That's finally like perfect. It's just I like to let you know. So as long as you know and you're happy for that, I'm happy to do that, and I'll pop you on that list in the morning. Perfect. So can you wait a second, please? So Bronnie, thank you for the donations with your shells, and let's do your naughty or nice card. Can you please top up my oyster bags?
Okie dokie.
Thank you. So your naughty or nice card is this one. And Bronnie, you've got a nice card, so you've got a £1 off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a £1 off code that you can use. And again, that will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. So that's safe up there for you, my lovely, and I hope you're happy with that. Now I'll just pop the order list in the comments here, because I think we've caught up to the order list that was posted on the page. We have. So we've got Kathy, Danielle, then Melanie on the order list. So 3 people on the order list. So if anybody would like to order, there's not going to be a long wait at all, and I'll do an updated order list as we go. But for now, Kathy Rax, are you here? Kathy just said hello, Aaron.
Hello there.
Do you want to poke your head in? There we go. That's my husband.
Just that one?
Yeah, I think so. You can do that one as well, actually. You might as well while you're there. Thank you, Bob. Kathy, hello, my lovely. You have got 2 Christmas cozies. So what we'll do, if it's okay with you... I'm just looking for the top-up jewellery. Where have I put it? We're going to do them one at a time. It's fine, we'll do the cozies, then I'll find it. So what I'll need to know is what number cozy you would like. We've got numbers 1 through to 10. So let me know which first one you'd like. And then we'll do and then once you've chosen your jewellery, we'll do the second one. Just because if you tell me both numbers now, you may dive in for again. So you may then want a different number. Thanks, Belle. You did do it. Sue, oh Sue, bless you. She said, I can tell I'm tired. I just waved at Aaron. Oh, it's easily done. Kathy, you'd like number 3. So number 3 is this green one here. So let's go down. And inside number 3, you have got a Christmas charm. Okay, so this charm, it does come with a different style of hoop fitting here. So I can see that you've chosen to have a hoop fitting anyway. Now, if you prefer, I can change this to our normal hoop fitting, or you can keep this one on there. This one matches the style of the pendant. So this is the Christmas tree charm pendant. Christmas tree charm. Now, as you can see, it does have darker areas, that is oxidized silver, and then the lighter areas are with the tinsel or the lights and the baubles going across, and then you've got the textured fitting as well, which goes alongside that. It does come with one oyster opening, and you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. Now, the question is going to be, if you get to keep this one, Kathy, you get to have a bonus pearl as well. So you get to pick an extra pearl on top of your oyster opening, any colour of your choice of pearls that we've got in stock. If you choose to pick a different cozy number, it means that you do get the oyster opening with that item of jewellery, however you don't get the bonus pearl. So would you like to keep this one? That bit on the back there of the tree is just the 925 silver stamp there, right in the centre. So would you like to keep this one with one oyster opening and one bonus pearl? Or would you like to pick a different numbered cozy? We've got Christmas in July, Leah. So basically last year we had a pre-Christmas in July, and it was requested for again this year. So it's just a little extra bonus of Christmas themed games, decorations and jewellery. We do of course have all our other jewellery as well, but it's just have a little bonus mid-year. Can you choose number 6? So you've chosen to not keep this one, and we're going to go for number 6 instead. So number 6 is a red one this time. And let's go down. And in here, now this is a matching set, Kathy. This one comes with earrings and a pendant, and it would come with 3 oyster openings. You would need to have 3 pearls on the jewellery as well. So 3 oyster openings, and you would need to have pearls, 1 on the earring, no, 1 on the pendant and 2 on the earrings. Now this is the stars sets. This is a new item which will be going on the website soon. Now the stars set, they are hook back earrings, as you can see there. I'm just going to zoom in on the pendant just so you can see. So it is the outline of a star. The border of that outline is encrusted with crystals. As you can see, it's very sparkly, and your pearls actually get set right in the center of each of the stars. So then your pearls will be in the middle. So I hope you're happy with that set there. I'm just going to bring you back up. Now I'm just going to pop you on Donated Shell's screen for a second, just because I need to top up the... Oh, it is next to me. Oh, no, never mind. I'll come back. I just needed to top up the stockings, and I thought I left it over there, but I did bring it over. I just didn't realise. So let me just top these 2 back up again, and then I'll need to know which number you'd like for your second cozy, and then what we'll do is we will do all your oyster openings together at the end, if that's okay. So cozy number 3 is back up, and number 6. So for your second cozy, which number would you like? So you've got 1 through to 10 again. Which one would you like? Number 9. So going back for a green stocking. So let's go back down again. Number 9. And in here you've got a cage pendant. Now this cage pendant would come with 1 oyster opening and the bonus pearl if you choose to keep this cage pendant. This cage can hold 1 pearl at a time, and then of course with it being a cage pendant you'd be able to swap and change the pearl around at home as and when you wanted to. Now this is Santa's sleigh cage pendant. So he's on a, so you've got Santa there. Overall it's 925 silver. You do have some colouring with enamel. So you've got red and a little bit of blue colouring with enamel just to give it a little bit of pop. So it is Santa sitting in the reindeer there, and then the reindeer is almost like on a rocking horse bottom. Okay, so your pearl actually gets seen just under the reindeer, so it's like Santa is jumping over the pearl. If we turn it around though, you can also turn it around, there we go, also see the pearl from the back there, so the pearl colour will be coming through from the bottom there. So Kathy, the decision here would be, are you happy to keep this one? So it comes with 1 oyster opening and of course your bonus or would you like to swap? Can you choose number 2? Okay, so we're going to be swapping this one out. Let me bring you back up again. And number 2, so red one this time. And, oh, no. There we go, back down again. So number 2. I can hear it. There we go. I was going to say I could hear it rustling in there. So you have got this time a Christmas charm. So this charm comes with 1 oyster opening. The pearl you can choose to have on or off the jewellery. And just working out which way round's the front. I believe that this one is the traditional, no, this is the Star Christmas snowflake. So the star snowflake charm. So because you've had the star set as well, this kind of goes with your set with the earrings and the pendant there. So that's quite cool. If you choose to have your pearl on the jewellery here, it does sort of hang in the centre, but it would be able to move around. And then with it being a charm, you would have already hopefully, picked which fitting you would have on there. So I hope you're happy with that one as well, Kathy. If I bring you back up again. Beautiful. Perfect. Right, let me top these ones back up, which means altogether you've got 4 oyster openings. So what 4 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Can you have Nunu and donate the shells? Of course you can. Let me just pop these ones back up here. So Nunu rainbow oysters. Aaron's just topped this back up for me. So 1, 2 and 3. Just going to get them open for you. There's 1, 2 and 3. So let's go down. I'm just going to check my microphone. Yeah, my microphone's loose. So I'll sort it out in a minute. Hopefully it won't fall. So need 4. You do need 4. My brain's all of a tiz all of a sudden. You do need 4. I'm just keeping you on your toes. In fact, let me just sort this microphone out. Otherwise it's going to... There we go. It is 4 oysters. Sorry, I didn't want my microphone to fall and then sorry. Kathy, 4 Nunu rainbow oysters here. So let's get them open. Oyster number 1. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? There's one side. And the other side. Now we've got a darker silver there. There's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a darker silver. That was a mucky one, wasn't it? So I don't see any other colours here, so let's hold him up so you can see as well. Beautiful dark deep silver pearl. Moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your Nunu rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here I can see 3 straight away. 1, 2 and 3. Kathy, you have triples. There's no more in that one. And you have triple what looks to be watermelon pearls. Now I've ripped through the kitchen towel and it's got very dirty, so I am just going to have to change this over. However, let me pop these in here, then I'll go through the colours for you. Now they do look like they're slightly two-tonal. So watermelon number 1 is two-tonal with lighter and brighter areas. You've got watermelon number 2, again lighter and brighter areas. And then watermelon number 3 again is two-tonal. I'd say that this one is possibly the darkest of all 3, but it does still have two-tonal markings. Okay, and then we've still got 2 oysters to go, and I just thought you've got that matching set, haven't you? So possibly, if you're happy with that colour, that's 3 pearls there, very similar in shades. But we'll see at the end, and of course, if you're not happy with the colours, you can swap them. So oyster number 3, Nunu rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, you've got a dark deep blue pearl. Again, there's no more in that one. And he looks to be a dark TARDIS blue. Oh, just still got a little bit of dirt on him there. Just give them a quick little rub, so then before I clean them obviously afterwards. There we go. Then moving on to your last oyster, which is your, again, last Nunu rainbow oyster. So in here, there's one side. And the other side. And in here you are twinning for a, well, first time twins actually, but it's another multiple oyster. There's no more in there. You can see the flesh is slightly blue, but it's just where the flesh has sort of picked up the colouring as well. So if I dry these up as well for you, these twins are visually different sizes, but they do look like they're the same shade as each other. But it does look like one is slightly larger than the other. So the smaller one is in the middle, and then the larger one visually is on the outer side. So altogether you've got dark silver and a dark TARDIS blue, triple two-tonal watermelons, and then twinning TARDIS blues as well. Kathy, what do you think to all of these? Now you've got your earrings, pendant and charm. So the earrings and the pendant definitely need to have pearls on. With the charm, you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. That's going to be up to you. And as always, if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. I'm going to start running them through the board and then you can let me know what you'd like to do. Bethan, my lovely, if you pop me an email over with your order number, and then if it is that I need to send an invoice, I can reply back with the link to that invoice, and then that way you don't have to sort of look for an email for it. Alternatively, if you do have PayPal and you are paying through PayPal, if you log on, you'll be able to see an invoice there. If not, and you prefer paying obviously just with like a card and bits, just pop me an email over with the order number, just quick note to say what you'd like, and then if it is that you're waiting on an invoice, I'll send a link across for you. I hope that makes sense, my lovely. So if we measure these for you, Kathy, the silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The dark blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Watermelon number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Watermelon number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5, so they're measuring the same size there. The third watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So he's slightly larger than the other two. With the visually smaller blue twin, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. He's a tighter fit, but he is a 7.5. The visually larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. So the twin blues are measuring different sizes. Okay, Kathy, what do you think, my lovely? What would you like to do? Now, if you would like some time to think about it as well, you can of course pop me an email across with the colour choices, or if you know now, that's absolutely perfect as well. It's just I don't want to obviously rush you if you'd like to have a think about it. Going to pop it down a second just so I can write down that we have got the pendant, earrings and then charms, so once I know the colours I can know where we're going. Oh Debbie, bless you, thank you for the stars, my lovely. It's very, very kind, Debbie, thank you. Jenny, if they're not on the website, maybe they're out of stock at the moment and then they'll just be needing to wait to sort of come back in stock again. After this opening I can have a quick look for you to see if they are here or not. And Dawn, bless you, thank you for the stars as well. Again, it's very, very kind of you, thank you, my lovely. Kathy, can we swap one of the watermelons from white to go on the charm and the blues and the stars, please? If the single blue is close to the size one of the twins, do that for the earrings. Okay, perfect. So swap one watermelon for white for the charm. Now, do you have a preference to which watermelon we swap out? Okay, so with the watermelons you've got 1, 2 or 3. So 1 and 2 are the same size, 3 is the slightly larger. one of the 7.5s. Okie dokie. So I'm just going to bring you up so I can write this down. So on the charm, we're going to have white. Swapping one of the watermelons. And then on the, oh, number 2, that's fine. Okay, number 2 swapped out. And then on the earrings, we're going to have the blues. But then, of course, the closest blues in size are going to be on the earrings. And then the other one on the pendant. Okay, and then your loose pearls in here. Perfect, Kathy. Oh, out of staples. I've got that all down for you. Oh, Jutta. I've got staples caught in my stapler. Hang on. There we go. Jutta, bless you. Again, that's extremely kind of you. Thank you for the stars there, my lovely. Okay, so Kathy, I've popped those on there. Let me pick your naughty or nice card. So in here, you have got a naughty card. So that's the first one of the night. I'm ever so sorry, but there's nothing on the back there. Kathy, though, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. Oh, bless you, Kathy. You're very, very welcome. Oh, Bethan. Oh, bless you. And no, it's not a problem at all. It's so when it would have been sent, you would have got an email across. However, it would have been an email from PayPal, so you may have missed it slightly. But I'm glad you found it, and yeah, so that will get sent out on the next postal run. So the start of this week, you'll get a dispatched email. Okay, perfect. Up next today is Danielle Moiser. Danielle, are you here? I'm just updating the order list. I'll pop the order list in the comments. Danielle here. This is the most amazing therapy. Oh, well, I'm glad it's helping. So, hello, hello, hello. Let me just mark off that you are here, Danielle. And I'm just going to put in the comments from Danielle where we are now on the order list. There we go. So, Danielle, you have got a 4 pearl oyster plus another oyster of your choice. So, what oyster would you like? And I'll just grab the 4 pearl oyster bag. That's this one here. So, if I grab one of these, what other oyster? Oh, that's a huge one. Huge oyster there. What other oyster would you like? I feel like I want to watch a live back one day and see how many times I say the word oyster, because I'm guessing it's going to be like quite high hundreds, like on an average sized live. Expand the rainbow and donate the shells. Okay. So, are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? Let's go down. So we'll start with your 4 pearl oyster. I don't know if the size, I suppose this one's quite large as well, but you can definitely see the size difference there. So 4 pearl oyster, donating the shells. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? Not light green or brownish. Okay, so fingers crossed for no green or no light greens and no browny colours. Okay, so, oh, there's the other side. And in here, so definitely see that there's no pearls on that side. Straight away in here, I can see 2 pearls there. And oh, at the back here I can feel 3 and 4. and there's no more in that one. Okay, so quadding. With your first oyster, I can confirm there are no greens or browns from your first oyster. I'm just cleaning them up for you, then we'll pop them in the sand. Okay, so colour wise, we have got a coral, a lemon yellow, a icy blue, and a darker silver. Just going to get that focused for you. There we go. So coral, lemon yellow, icy blue, and silver to start with, Danielle. Moving on to oyster number 2. So this one is your Expand the Rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, you are twinning. And you have got two-tonal blurple pearls. There's no more in that one. So blurples, I always say, just because it's a strange name for a colour, but they are two-tonal bluey purples. So in some lights they're going to look more blue, in some lights they're going to look more purple, and these two are also on top of that two-tonal, so then you've got lighter and brighter areas here. So this is pearl number 1. Oh, let's get that focused properly. There we go. So you can see lighter and brighter shades there. And then pearl number 2, this is the visually slightly larger of the two. I'm going to say overall he's slightly darker. Can you see he almost looks kind of not spotty, but almost mottled in the colouring there with him. What do you think to all of these, Danielle? So you've got a coral, a lemon yellow, icy blue, and a dark silver, and then twinning two-tonal blurples. Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll need to know which one you'd like to go on your jewellery. All of the other pearls are yours. It's just which one you'd like to go on the jewellery. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. If I run them through the board, the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Lemon yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Icy blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the dark silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Blurple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then blurple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. So they are measuring different sizes there. No, Gemma, we haven't. Can we swap a blurple to match size-wise? Love the rest. Is it possible to add more than one to the jewellery and you'll pay extra? Yes, of course it is. So it would be going on a hoop fitting. So yes, you could have as many as you like, as in all of these would fit on there on hoop fittings if you wanted them to, or you could pick an extra 1 or 2 and then I'd invoice you for the difference. So that's not a problem, just let me know what you'd like. So size wise, and because your pearls are slightly two-tonal, oh, that one's just in between the two. Just having a little look. That one's a bit dark. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if you have a look here, so your two are still next to each other. If I hold it this way, so this one here is the one I've added. So it is also two-tonal, lighter and darker areas, and it's in size with your larger one here. Okay, so I'd swap out the smaller one and you'd keep the larger two, if that's okay with you. Oh, I love that, Danielle. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so just confirm if you're happy with that match. I'm just going to take this one away to the side, just because that's the one we'd potentially swap out. So the 3 lighter ones, which would be, let's pop these up here. So potentially you'd like to have these 3 on the jewellery. And then these 2 on earrings. If that is the case, happy with the match? Perfect. Do you know what earrings you would like? Are they the simple stud earrings that you'd like to have them on? I'm just going to bring you up so I can write this down. However, if you'd like to go back to see them again, I can do that for you in a second. So on the jewellery, we're going to have... I'm going to put the icy blue, but then you'd like to be invoiced for the hoops on coral and yellow. And then you'd like to be invoiced for the blurples on the studs. Perfect. So the invoice for that, you'll only have the invoice for 2 hoop fittings, but you will be getting 3 because one comes with the bracelet anyway. Okay, so you will get 3. It's just 2 will be on the invoice, along with the studs. So the invoice will get sent for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, so let me pop these on here for you, and then we'll do your naughty or nice card as well. So if I dive in here. Oh, I was showing it the wrong way around. I'm sorry. So naughty or nice, and it is a naughty card there. So as you can see, there is nothing on the back there. But Danielle, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, if I miss comments, guys, I do apologise. Welcome, Ashlyn. So I make jewellery. Most of my jewellery is 925 silver, and then I make the so your pearls I drill and set onto the jewellery. And then with pearl colour wise, it's a complete random as to what colours come out of the oysters. However, you can then choose to swap the pearls if you're not happy with the colours, and you can also choose to have the jewellery ready made with colours of your choice as well. So it's not that you have to stick with whatever colours in the oyster, just in case you're not happy with it. Oh, bless you, Kathy. I'll print that off and I'll add you onto the order list. Up next today is Melanie Kamsey. Melanie, are you here? I have got you. You're up next, Dawn, actually. Actually, I'll put the order list in the comments again. So Melanie, you're up now. So you're going to be at the top of the list I'm just posting here. So there's currently 4 people on the order list. So if anybody would like to order, there's not a long wait at all. And yeah, I'll add you on as we go. So Melanie, you have got 1 oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I see. We've had a few people say things like that, Dawn. We have, yeah. I've even been requested not to say somebody's name before, which was quite funny in a way. Yes, of course you can. So we've got darker rainbow colours and then we've got a lighter rainbow colours. So darker rainbow colours is the new rainbow bag. Lighter rainbow colours is the expand the rainbow bag. Donating the shells, perfect, thank you. So what sort of colour range are you going for? Now when we say darker rainbow colours, they do have like blurples and watermelons in there. So they're not the dark shades, but they are darker than, say, the shades in the other bag, if that makes sense. However, there is also like blacks, greys, gunmetals in there. My mug is gorgeous, thank you. It is good old Winnie the Pooh scene, and then it repeats on the other side. It's a good sized mug, that one as well, and because it again curves slightly, it keeps it warmer. So to open at home, Helen, you can. You just make that note on the order form. So just pop it on the order form and then that can get done for you. Melanie, expand the rainbow. Perfect. So these are lighter rainbow colours. Donate the shells. Would there be a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? Let's go down. So your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side. Ooh, and the other side. Okay, and in here, straight away down the bottom here, you have got a autumn peach. And there's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a beautiful autumn peach, Melanie. Now I'm going to dry him up and hold him up so you can see. If you're happy for this autumn peach to go on your jewellery, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can of course swap him for a colour of your choice. Okay, so this peach almost has those sort of rosy gold tones that would definitely say he is the autumn peach there. Let me run him through the board for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. What do you think to him? You're very happy. So just confirm for me, Melanie, are you happy for this one to go onto your jewellery? Just going to bring you back up again. You are perfect. He is yours. If I pop him on here, and I'm going to do your naughty or nice card. I'm just going to stand them that way, so then they're hopefully facing the right way for when I bring them up. So your naughty or nice card, and you have got a nice card. You've got a £2 off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a £2 off code that you'll be able to use, and I'll email that across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you for the donations with your shells, Melanie, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. The shells go, I'll show you here. So my mum works in a nursery, so I clean the shells up, I sanitize them all, and then they go to my mum's nursery, who uses them in different activities. This is just a couple of photos, learning about play, collages, textures. Oh, my mind's gone blank, but many different activities they use them for. Oh, Melanie, bless you. You're very, very welcome. Okay. Up next today is Dawn Allen. Dawn, my lovely. I spoke to you a second ago, but just confirm that you're still here for me, my lovely. Dawn. Hello, hello, hello. So Dawn, you have got a Christmas cozy. So I'm going to need to know which number cozy you would like. We've got numbers 1 through to 10. Which one would you like, my lovely? My shell suit. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, Kirsty. Number 7, Dawn. Okay, so number 7 is a green one. Let's go down. Oh, my mouse went funny then. There we go. Let's go down. So inside number 7, you have got a Christmas pendant. Now, this pendant comes with 1 oyster opening. The pearl would definitely need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so it gets set right in the centre of the jewellery with this one. And if you chose to keep this one, you get the bonus pearl as well. And that's a penny pearl, your choice of colour, as long as it's in stock at the moment. Now, this is your pendant. So this is the star snowflake pendant. We've actually had a few star items on today out of the Christmas one. It's just what you guys have picked. But this one, your pearl gets set right in the centre. Surrounding him is the crystal embossed star, giving him the pendant a little bit of sparkle. And then you've got the florets coming out of the end, making up your snowflake. So the star snowflake pendant. So like I said, this one comes with 1 oyster opening. Pearl would definitely need to go on the jewellery, and you can have your bonus extra pearl as well. Now, if you're not happy with this one, Dawn, you can pick a different cozy number. You still get the oyster openings with the different number, but you don't get the bonus pearl if you choose to change. Happy with that one? Perfect. So I'll bring you back up. So if we start with, what bonus pearl colour would you like, my lovely? I'm just going to top this back up again. So what bonus pearl colour would you like? Now, or would you like to do the oyster opening first, see what colours you get there, and then go for the pearl colour afterwards? It's absolutely fine if you prefer to do it that way round. The bluey purple mix, that's one of the blurply ones. So let's go down and I'll show you. Where did that go? Are you thinking more of a two-tonally one? So that one's not two-tonal, and if I just have a quick look for a two-tonal as well. There we go, that one's two-tonal. So I've got 2 different ones here. Okay, so this one is more of this. Oh, let me get it focused. Oh, two-tonal. So let me show you the two-tonal one. So this one's two-tonal. So he's got lighter and darker areas of that blurply colour. So blues and purples. So you can see the lighter splashes almost, and then it actually shifts shade as we go around the pearl as well. So this one's not two-tonal, so I'm just going to take this one away. Would you be happy with that one there? Again, I'm going to bring you back up, but if you prefer to have a look, you are happy, brilliant. So that one's going to stay in the sand anyway. So you've got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Nunu and donate the shells, perfect. So would there be a certain colour you're hoping for with this one? So Nunu rainbow oyster, and let's go down. So good luck, my lovely. There's one side, and the other side. And straight away, if I can, there we go. You are twinning. Twinning darker pearls there. I'll double check their colourings in just a moment. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Now these two, they do look like they may have slightly different colours in them. And they actually look like they're different to each other as well. So I'm just going to dry them up, and then I'll go through each of the colours for you. Okay, so they are slightly different shades. However, because they are two-tonal as well, you've got the different shades coming through. Oh, just picked up some sand there. So this is a two-tonal silver, and you've got lighter and darker shades there. Now he almost looks like he's got that almost chocolatey tone to him, but I think that's just the slightest flash. He's definitely more two-tonal silver. This one again is two-tonal silver. This one has slightly more darker areas to him, but they are stunning. What do you think to those? Now, Dawn, I'll definitely need to know which pearl you'd like to have for the pendant. The other pearls are yours, and you can still swap the other ones or all of them if you're of course not happy. If you are happy, that's brilliant. Just let me know which one you'd like on the jewellery. If I run them through the board, your two-tonal blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring the same size there. What do you think, Dawn? What would you like to do? Oh, of course you can. So the lighter of the two silvers is that one there, and have an icy blue on the pendant. Right, let me show you this blue here. Now I can go lighter, and I can also possibly go slightly brighter than this as well. So it's going to be up to you. I sort of got it's still a bright blue, but I sort of got a mid shade here. So lighter or brighter if you prefer to change it. What do you think to that one? Just going to pop that down a second. So here is a image of the jump rings. It's on the website, so I've just popped the link in there. Can we go brighter? Of course you can. So I'm going to leave that one there, and then let's have a that's not brighter. That one's slightly two-tonal, but I'll show you it as well because it is slightly brighter. Okay, so we've got the original one, that one down the front there, which is brighter than the one I showed you a second ago, and then this one, which is two-tonal. So not only does he is brighter, but then he's got these darker spots to him, if you can see that. It's quite hard to show you on the camera. He's got little spots everywhere. So we've got 1, 2 or 3. I do ship internationally, yes. So 1, 2 or 3. Yep, Pauline, I'll add you onto the order list. That's not a problem. Carol, good night, my lovely. I hope you're okay. Number 2, so the larger spotty one. Oh, and let me take that one away as well. Perfect. So your blue is going to go on the pendant, and then you've got your two-tonal silver and blurple as your loose pearls. I'm just going to write that down for you. And I hope you're happy with that, Dawn. So we're going to have icy blue on there. If we dive in for your naughty or nice card, and in here, naughty or nice card, you have got a naughty card there. So it does mean that there's nothing on the back of that one, but Dawn, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you're going to be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Oh, bless you. Well, you're very, very welcome. Okay, and up next today then is Suzanne, is it Fairclough? Oh, I think I've mispronounced that. Sorry, Suzanne. So Suzanne Fairclough. I think if I'm mispronouncing that, please correct me. Donated shells. My mum works in a nursery. I clean up and sanitise the shells. I then go to the nursery who use them in different activities. There's just a couple of photos there of what they could use them with. Yeah. And Susie, hello. Hello. So you have got 3 oyster openings altogether. Can you have expand the rainbow for all 3? Of course you can. And can you keep 1 shell and donate the other 2? Yes, indeed. So what we'll do is I'll pull 3 out of the bag, and then we'll go to keep the largest shell for you. If of course that one breaks, then we've got one of the other 2 to sort of keep instead. Okay, but we'll keep the largest one that we can, if that's okay with you. So 1, 2 and 3. So are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? 1, 2 and 3. And let's go down. So the largest one is this one here. So, okay, so I can already see he does have a slight split in him. So I actually think that this one is going to break as we open him, because that split does go over halfway. And he does have a split on that side. So I'm going to go to keep this one instead, just because I think this one's going to be better for you, especially when it travels as well. Okay, so you're hoping for icy blues or autumn peaches. So oyster number 1. Good luck, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side. And in your first oyster, you have got a apple green. Now there's no more in that one. The green's down the front there. Because you'd like to keep this shell, I'm just going to clean up this quickly, and then we'll dry up your pearl so you can have a closer look. Okay, so first pearl out is a apple green. Let me pop him in the sand so you can have a closer look. Moving on to oyster number 2. So like I said before, this shell may break apart. There's one side and the other side. And in here, if I turn it around, you are twinning. There's no pearls on that side. Twinning with beautiful bright pink pearls here. So again, I'm just having a squidge. There's no more in that one. Now these pinks, they do look like they're possibly just slightly two-tonal here, which means we've got lighter and darker areas of pink going around the pearl. So I'll show you around each of the pearls. Size-wise, they do look like they're going to be the same. Oh, sorry, I picked up the kitchen towel there. Do look like they're going to be the same size, but of course we will measure them at the end. So two-tonal pink number 1. So you can see it's almost, it's not spotty, but it has those patches of darker areas. So again, quite mottled in colour, but definitely base brighter pink there. It's a gorgeous shade. Pearl number 2, again, very similar with the colouring there. So I think the base of the colour is slightly lighter, but you do have that two-tonalness. So when they are two-tonal, the shades sort of merge as you go around the pearls. So they, even if one's slightly lighter, you'd have that colour on the other pearl as you go round as well. So they are kind of matching when they're both two-tonal, if that makes sense. Moving on to your last oyster, so expand the rainbow oyster with this one as well. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have got a yellow, and there's no more in that one. So this is a mix between a pastel and a lemon yellow. So it's a lovely lighter, subtle shade of yellow. He is quite a larger pearl, this one. Let me hold him up as well. So here is your pastel-y yellow. Okay, what do you think to these, my lovely? So lemon yellow, apple green, and then twinning two-tonal green, pinks, sorry. If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which colours you'd like where. If you're not happy, we can of course swap them for you. If I run them through the board, your yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's also an 8.5. So they're measuring the same size there. Suzanne, what do you think, and what would you like to do? Swap the yellow for another pink. Pinks go on the jewellery. Of course you can. Now what I'll do is I'll try and find a similar, I don't know if I've got a two-tonal one, but I'll try and find very similar shades. I'd say possibly this one, because it is he's got a slightly brighter pink to him, but he is two-tonal. So he's got your pink shades in there as well. So this one, you can see it starts off brighter, but then as you go around, there we go, see it matches there. So it is just that sort of brighter section there, and then it's overall lighter. What would you think to that one? Sorry, I'm just getting it, there we go, focused again. Lovely, happy with that, perfect. I'm just wrapping up the shells for you as well, but I'll bring you back up. Pop your name on here. Okay, so we're going to have pinks on there and pink on there. That then leaves you with your spare apple green pearl. Thank you for the donations of the shells with the 2 that you've donated there. And then I've wrapped up that first one for you, so that will get sent with your order. So I'm just going to pop these on here, and then we'll do your naughty or nice card as well. There we go. So you're very welcome, my lovely. So if we dive in here, your naughty or nice card, and you have got a nice card. You have got a £3 off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a £3 off code that you can use. I'll email that across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Susie, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And I've popped that safely up there for you. Woohoo! I'm just updating the order list here. I'll pop it in the comments and then we'll carry on. So just printing this one off, there is currently 3 people on the order list for today so far. So if anybody would like to order, there is still space available for today, and it won't be a long wait at all. So I'm just printing this one off, and then I'll pop it in the comments. So if you have ordered, if you're one of those 3 people, you're going to know where you are. Okay, up next is Kathy Rax. Kathy, are you here? And there's the order list there. Emma, hello. I open jewellery, I don't do that. I open oysters, and the pearls of the oysters go onto the jewellery. So I drill and set the pearls onto your jewellery. You don't have to have jewellery though, you can just have oyster openings. And you don't have to have an oyster opening, you can just request the jewellery to be made with a certain colour pearl if you prefer to as well. That's a basic sum of what we do here. And Kathy, hello my lovely. So you have got 1 oyster opening altogether. Can you have a natural oyster? You can indeed. That's that one. Just double checking that's not the 4 pearl bag. Donate the shells, and is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? You can take that, thank you. Okay, so let's go down. So natural, normal oyster. Not sure on the colour. Okay, so we'll wait to see what comes out. There's one side. And the other side. Oh wow, look at those. So in your oyster, you are twinning. There's no more in that one. Twinning with deep rose gold twins. Now these are quite a nice dark shade of rose gold. It does also look like they're slightly different colours to each other, Kathy. So I'm just going to clean them up. So one looks more pinky, and the pinkier one looks visually larger than his twin. So they are twins, but they are different. So the visually smaller of the two is this one here. So he looks more rose gold in his colouring. And then his twin is visually larger, and it's definitely base rose gold, but he actually looks, I don't know if it looks on camera, but this one looks like he's got slightly more pink overtone to him, so that's a natural pink. So you've got a visually smaller rose gold and then a visually slightly larger rose gold with a slight pink hint to him as well. Now, as always, if you're happy with these, Kathy, that's brilliant. I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery, if you prefer one over the other. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So the smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then the visually larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5, so he's measuring, they are definitely measuring different sizes, and that slight different shade there. Rosemary, yes, they are cultured oysters. So these ones here are actually natural colours. So these ones are not dyed at all. So we do have dyed pearls. They are still real pearls, but they are dyed. These ones, however, are the natural colours. Can you have the smaller one on the jewellery? Of course you can. And just to confirm, Kathy, are you happy with the other one as well to keep as your loose pearl? You're happy? Are you happy with the shade of that one as well? So we're going to have smaller rose gold on the jewellery. I'm going to do your naughty or nice card just while I'm seeing if you're happy with that shade. So in here you have got a naughty card there, so there is nothing on that one, I'm afraid. What do you think to the other colour? What bracelet does anyone recommend for putting charms onto? So it depends on the style of the charms, Melanie. So I personally sell both hoop fittings, which are like a slide-on charm fitting, and lobster fittings, which are a clip-on fitting. So it depends on what fitting you prefer to what bracelet obviously those would go on to, if that makes sense. My favourite charm bracelet that we do actually holds clip-on fittings. So it's a charm bracelet where you clip the charms on, and then obviously you can take them off and move them around. But it's everybody's personal preference. Kathy, just confirm for me, are you happy with the other one as your loose pearl? As in, are you happy with that colour? Just going to refresh my comments here, just in case it's not coming through. Love your chain bracelet with the clip-ons. Yeah, I think I prefer the clip-on ones, but it is personal preference. And not a problem, Melanie. Any questions, ask on the live or our Pearls of Brecon group. Everybody's very, very friendly. You can ask any questions in there, or you can always pop me an email over and I can get back to you. Kathy, I haven't seen you. I'll make a note to email you just to double check about the second pearl. Okay, so I've made, so Kathy, if you're watching but you sort of got kicked out or anything, just because we have obviously you're happy, so what I'll do is I'll just double check with an email to you just to check that second pearl colour. Okay, If you would like to order, you can do so on our website here, and I'll pop the Pearls of Brecon group in. So we've got two groups. One of them is for supporters only, so supporter group. The main one is called Pearls with Brecon group. So I'll pop the link for that one in the comments here. There we go, Pearls with Brecon group, and here's the link. So you do have to answer all the questions to be accepted in. It's only 3 questions, and then you get accepted into the group. Okay, up next then is Pauline Bell. Pauline, are you here? So Kristen, if you would like to, if you basically order on the website, whether it be an oyster opening on its own or item of jewellery which comes with its oyster opening, you then automatically get added to the order list for the next available live. So for example, if you ordered today, you'd get added onto tonight's order list. If you ordered once the live had finished, you'd get added onto the next live order list, which would be on Tuesday. So we're live every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. Okay, or if you don't want to have a live opening, you can just request the jewellery to be made with a certain colour pearl. I hope that makes sense. And Pauline, hello my lovely. Now it is a different name on Facebook, however I remember you saying, oh I'm so sorry, I remember seeing in the additional notes that it was a different name. I'm just opening it up again now. It is perfect. Thank you for popping that in there. So Pauline, you have got a Christmas cozy. So I'll need to know which number cozy you would like. We've got numbers 1 through to 10. Which number would you like? Oh, bless you, Sue. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope you have a good start again tomorrow. Excuse me, number 8. So we're going for a red stocking. I keep saying stocking, they're not stocking, they're cozies. So going down, oh no, there we go, going down for number 8. And in here you have got a Christmas cage pendant. Now this cage pendant comes with 1 oyster opening and can hold 1 pearl at a time. With it being a cage pendant, you'll be able to swap and change your pearl around inside at home if you've got any loose pearls at home, or if you get any in the future. If you choose to keep this one as well, you get the bonus pearl colour, which would be a complete colour of your choice. So with it being a cage pendant, which is kind of it's good because you then have already a guarantee of 2 pearls that you'll be able to swap and change around. Now this one is called the Santa sack cage pendant. So Santa's sack where he keeps all of his presents, this is it. So you can see it's got the tie at the top. Now it does have cutouts on here, so you've actually got a couple of Santa outlines. It's going to be quite hard to see just because of the detail is slightly smaller on these, but oh, and the lighting shines on the silver, which then makes it harder to focus on. Let me just refocus and then I'll explain. There we go. So you've got Santa cutouts and little star cutouts here as you go around. Now you're going to be able to see the pearl colour through all of those silhouettes there. Also on the reverse side you've got the larger section there where you can see the pearl colour through as well. Okay, what do you think to this one? Now if you're not happy with this one, you can pick a different cozy. However, if you pick a different one, you don't get the bonus coloured pearl as well, but you still do get the oyster openings. What do you think, Pauline? Mermaid style items, we do, yes. On the website, if you type in mermaid, it should bring up the different items we've got. Ah, no, Tiffany. And when it's closer up, you can actually, like when you've got it in front of you, you can see the detail, like from distance, you can see the detail. I think it's just because it's just the camera. But Pauline, it's completely up to you, my lovely. If you're happy with this one, it's perfect. If not, you can go for the second one. You just don't get the bonus pearl. Just going to get it refocused again. There we go. Love that one. Perfect. So just to confirm, you're happy to keep him. If I bring you up again. So if we start with what bonus pearl colour would you like? So I'll pop this one in the sand so you can obviously see. If you're not happy with the shade I grabbed, then we can of course swap him. But to start with, what pearl shade would you like? Just topped that back up again. Oh. Red as a bonus. Brilliant. So if I grab a brighter red for you, so we've got burgundy reds. So if I grab a brighter burgundy red, just let me know if you're happy with this shade here. And if so, what oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? So burgundy red to start with. Would you be happy with that shade there? We've got Christmas in July, so basically it got requested by viewers, Joanna, to have just a Christmas themed special in July. So for the rest of July we will be Christmas themed. We do still have all of our other jewellery available as well. It's just in this game it's only Christmas items. Kristen, hello my lovely. So I wouldn't open it without you being here. So now you're here, I can add you back onto the order list. It would be to the end of the order list, but I can definitely add you back in. So it's not a problem at all. But yeah, I wouldn't open up without you unless you said so on the order form. And can you have a dark rainbow oyster, Pauline? Of course you can. So that's the Nunu rainbow bag. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour with this one that you're hoping for? So let's go down. So Nunu rainbow oyster, Pauline. There's one side. Donate the shells. Perfect. Oh, and the other side. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's definitely nothing on that side there. Now, straight away, I can see a gorgeous, darker blue pearl there. There's no more in that one. Oh, he is slightly two-tonal now, I can see. So he is a TARDIS blue and he's got slightly silvery tones through him, giving him that two-tonal look. Now, I'm just going to hold him up so you can have a closer look as well. And if you're happy with this one, Pauline, that's perfect. If you're not, we can swap him for a colour of your choice. So that's the lighter silvery section. Then it goes back round into that deep dark blue. Next to the red, he looks stunning, but of course it's completely up to you. If I run them both through the board, your burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And your blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Okay, what do you think? What would you like to do? Invoice for a hoop fitting on the blue. So to confirm, you'd like to have the red on the jewellery and you'd like to have an invoice for a hoop fitting on the blue. Oh, nearly knocked that over then. Let me just write that down for you. Yeah, on the blue, perfect. Invoice for hoop on the blue. Okay, so the invoice for that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address on the order form. If we do your naughty or nice card, and you have got a nice card here. So that means, Pauline, if you would like to order again in the future, you'll have a £1 off code for the website. That will also get emailed across for you tomorrow as well to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you ever so much, my lovely, for the donations with your shells, and I do hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. Let me just do an updated order list here. And Kristen, I can definitely add you back in again. That's not a problem. Yeah, found your order, so I'll add you back on. Okay, so up next then today is Helen Inslee. Helen, are you here? Hooray! Not a problem. So I will say, if anybody does miss their opening, yeah, I definitely don't open them without you, unless you request me to do so, and then I will. But no, on a normal, I will not open without you. And then if you come onto the live whilst we're still live, I can definitely add you back into the end of the order list. Or if you do miss the live, you automatically get added onto the next available live, and then you do get emailed again just letting you know that your opening's been moved. So it's not a problem if you miss your name. Just let me know if you come back on so I can add you back in. And Helen, hello my lovely. So you've got one oyster opening altogether and you'd like to keep your shells, which is absolutely fine. It says here that you'd like to have an expand the rainbow oyster, which is the lighter rainbow colours. Can you just confirm, is it still expand the rainbow oyster that you would like? You can change your mind if you want to. So I just like to double check just in case. Oh, hiccup there, excuse me. Like the pink pearls. Okay, so expand the rainbow oyster. You'd like to keep your shells and possibly hoping for a pink. We'll see what comes out and we'll go from there. So Helen, let's go down and good luck, my lovely. Expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, now in here, there's no pearls on that side. There is, however, twinning icy blue pearls there. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Now, as you'd like to keep your shells, I'm just going to clean these up quickly. And then we'll have a closer look at your colours. Now, you did say you like the pink pearls, so if you're not happy with these shades and you'd like to swap one or both of them, I can do that for you. But let me hold these up first so you can have a close look and see. So twinning Icy Blues from your Expand the Rainbow Oyster. What do you think to these, Helen? Let me run them through the board for you. So Icy Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Icy Blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. So they are measuring the same size there. You love them, so just to confirm, are you happy to keep these here? So are you happy to keep these ones? I'm going to bring you back up, and so I can wrap up your shells. Are you happy to keep the blues? Swap one for a pink, of course. So let's go down. Take one blue away, and I'll go for the bright hot pinks that we've been having coming out. If you prefer to have a lighter pink, just let me know and I can get a lighter pink as well so you can have a closer look. Let's go for that pink there. Would you be happy with this pink? So you'd be sent the blue and the pinks. They're both yours, but just let me know if you're happy with those shades. Yes? Okay, they are yours. So I'll take away the swapped blue and I'll bring you back up. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. You also have your naughty or nice card, so let me dive in there. And you have got a nice card. You have got a £1 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order again in the future, Helen, you'll have a £1 off code that you'll be able to use. Again, that will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with everything there. Your shelves are safe up there for you as well. Perfect. You're very, very welcome. Okay, oh, let me put the updated order list in the comments. Currently now there is 4 people on the order list. So up next is Nikki Jones, and I'll pop in the comments the order list from where Nikki is. So there we go. So Nikki, Stacey, Dawn and Kristen. So I'm looking for Nikki Jones. Nikki, are you here? Nikki, hello my lovely. You have got, let me just mark you off as here, you've got 2 oyster openings altogether. Do you know what 2 oysters you would like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? So we've got new rainbow oysters, which are darker rainbow colours, expand the rainbow oysters, which are lighter rainbow colours, and natural oysters, which are the natural colours. Can you have natural? Of course you can. So they're the ones that are down there. Donate the shells. Perfect. So 1, and 2. Would there be certain colours that you're hoping for at all? Let me get these open for you. So there's 1 and 2. And let's go down. So oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here, first pearl is a darker rose gold. There's no more in that one. So if I dry up your rose gold so you can have a closer look. So he's a gorgeous deep shade of rose gold. I'm really loving the darker rose golds that are coming out here. Don't get me wrong, the lighter ones are stunning as well. I think there's just something about these darker shades. Oh, she's got a piece of kitchen towel on him there. Okay, if I get this focused. Again, that white bit there is just a piece of kitchen towel. I'm just going to pop it down. Oh, did I get it? I did. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So that's your first pearl there. Perfect. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. So in here, ooh, we've got a darker pearl. There's no more in that one. Now this one looks like he's got like darker, almost greeny tone to him. Let me just hold him up. He does almost bluey, greeny tone to him here. Now with these two, if you're happy with these two, that's of course perfect. I mean, this one's stunning. However, if you prefer to match them, I can already say there will definitely be a weight on the match for this darker one. The lighter one I could possibly match for you. Or if you're not happy with these shades and you prefer different colours, I can do that for you as well. So it's going to be completely up to you, Nikki, what you would like to do. Your rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. And the darker pearl is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. So they're measuring the same size. They are just obviously different colours, so I'll need to know what you think, my lovely. You can have a match for the rose gold, of course. Do I have them up here? So let me see if I can match it, because it is a gorgeously dark shade. So I'm just pouring these out slowly just so I can have a look. Now I don't know if I can match him actually. No, that's not dark enough. Okay, so I may not be able to match him straight away if I don't have a darker one here. So the options would be to go on a waiting list, which means as soon as one comes within my swaps, it would go to you, or to possibly pick a different shade. Now, if you wanted rose gold, I could give you 2 matching rose golds, sort of the darkest that I'd have, but it wouldn't be matching yours, and they'd be slightly lighter than yours as well, because yeah, I've just had a look through. I don't have one matching that colour at the moment. So what do you think? What would you prefer to do, Nikki? So I've still got that one there for now. So I have a look at the rose golds to see potentially what, I mean that one's quite dark, and that one, let me just pop these up here. That one. Oh, can you wait? Of course you can. So what I'll do then is I'll leave that one with him. So then I can say that we're going to swap the dark one to match the rose gold. Now let me bring you up. So what normally happens is obviously you go on the waiting list. So any rose golds that get swapped out on the lives, I then go through and go on the waiting list, and then obviously it goes to the next person on the list. So as soon as I get one in my swaps, it will get added on for you. So I can't say how long that would be. However, you will get emails from me to sort of say if we're still waiting, or if you're still happy to wait, would you prefer to change for a different colour? If you're still happy to wait, that's perfect. And if in the meantime you do change your mind and actually think, actually, can I have a different colour? Just pop me an email over with the 5-digit order number and letting me know obviously what you'd like to do, and then we can do it that way as well. So hopefully it won't be too long of a wait at all. But in the meantime, that's sort of the process that will happen. So you'll get a couple of emails from me. And then as soon as it's ready, you'll get a dispatched email once it's been sent. Okay, so if I write here, we're going to swap the dark for matching rose gold, and then we will have the rose gold on the jewellery. Okay. If I do your naughty or nice card, you have got a nice card. So you have also got a £1 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order in the future, you will have a £1 off code that you can use. And again, that will get emailed across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Nikki, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and I've just popped that safely up there for you. Oh, and thank you for the donations of your shells as well. Okay, perfect. You're very, very welcome. Up next today is Stacey Beckingham. Stacey, are you here? Stacey, hello my lovely. I'm just going to mark off that you're here as well. So Stacey, you have got a Christmas cozy. So with your Christmas cozy, I'll need to know which number cozy you would like. So we've got 1 through to 10. Which number would you like? I've been told that before, Shelley. I tried not to do it for a while, but I think I've just got so into my routine, and there's not many other ways I can call for somebody without sort of seeming abrupt. So yeah, but I have been told that before. Stacey, you'd like to have number 6. Okay, so number 6 is the red one here. Let's go down. In here you have got a Christmas cage pendant. Now this cage pendant can hold 1 pearl at a time. It does come with 1 oyster opening, and it would also come with the bonus pearl if you choose to keep this one. So this one is the Santa's hat cage pendant. So as the name describes, it is Santa's hat. Now if I just describe this shell to you, so his white fur that goes around the bottom, you do have that there. It actually has star cutouts all the way across this bottom rim here of the hat itself. Now within the hat you have love hearts cut out, so all the way across and round the hat. Oh, not on the back, because the back is it's got stripes for him, but on the front you've got heart cutouts. Now those cutouts are there so then you can actually see the pearl colour through the cage, so that's where your pearl is going to be flashing through. So if you choose to keep this one, it comes with one oyster opening and your bonus coloured pearl, and that would be a pearl of your colour choice. If you're not happy with this item of jewellery and you'd like to choose again, you can definitely choose again. However, whatever's in the second number you'd have to keep, and you wouldn't get the bonus pearl, but you would still get the oyster openings that came with that item of jewellery. So Stacey, what do you think? Are you happy to keep this one, or would you like to pick a different cozy? What do you think? Exactly, Rosemary. Oh, can we pick a different one? That's not a problem. Let me just pop this in here. So if I bring you back up because you'd like to go for number 2. So number 2 is a red one again. Number 2, and let's go down. So hopefully you'll be happy with what's inside here. Oh, okay, so you have got a set. So this set comes with a pendant and a pair of earrings. So it's a matching set here. So this one actually comes with 3 oyster openings, and the pearls would definitely need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so the earrings here are stud back earrings. So I'm just going to be able to pop them on the card here just so you can see. Now they are 925 silver. They have got a gold colour coating over the top of them to give them a little bit of detail, and then your pearls get right at the bottom. Now I'm going to describe it here. So it is a Christmas tree. It's a zigzagged lined Christmas tree. So you've got this star at the top, you've then got little sparkles of the splash of colour going down the Christmas tree, and your pearl actually sits at the bottom here, and it can move around, it can dangle around, so it's almost like your tree is sitting in the pot and the pot would be your pearl. Okay, the earrings are the same. Like I said, they're stud back earrings. They're just a touch smaller than the pendant, but again the pearls sit right at the bottom there. So I hope you're happy with those, Stacey. So 3 oyster openings, and you definitely need to have the pearls on the jewellery. So I'm just going to top back up the cozies. While I'm doing that, you've got 3 oyster openings altogether. What 3 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So those are up there, and I'm just going to write down, we've got earrings and a pendant, so when you tell me the colours I can write down which ones are where. Okay, so 3 oyster openings. What 3 oysters would you like? So we've got New Rainbow Oyster, which are darker rainbow colours, Expand the Rainbow Oyster, which are lighter rainbow colours, or we've got the Normals bag, which is the natural colours. Excuse me, I was just trying to drink the tea before it went too cold. Oh, excuse me. So can you have dark colours? Keep the shells, you can indeed. So this is the New Rainbow bag. 1, 2 and 3. So I'm just going to get these open for you. So what I like to do is I like to clean the shells as we go. So I'll open the oyster, clean the shells up, and then we'll take you for a closer look at your pearl or pearls. Oh, okay. So let's go down. Oyster number 1, new rainbow oyster. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Stacey? Good luck, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side. So oyster number 1, and we've got a beautiful blue. There's no more in that one. Now we've had a couple of the TARDIS blues coming out today, which is that gorgeous deep shade there. So like I said before, I just clean the shells up as we go, as you'd like to keep them. So if I dry this up so you can have a closer look at your pearl, he is a stunning deep TARDIS blue colour. Okay, moving on to oyster number 2. So this again is a new rainbow oyster. There's one side and the other side, and in here we've got he looks to be a dark purple. Again, I'll have a close look in a moment. Now there was no more in that one, and I'm just going to take this off here because again you'd like to keep your shells. So if I clean this pearl up for you as well, he does look like he's slightly two-tonal. He is, so he's a base dark purple, and then you've got this silvery, there we go, look at that silvery tone there. So two-tonal purple and silver from your second oyster. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your new rainbow oyster, my lovely. There's one side and the other side, and in here a third darker pearl. There's no more in that one, and again I'm just going to clean the shells up for you, and then we can have a closer look at that pearl colour. Now this one looks to be a chocolate pearl, so he looks to be a darker chocolate. If I hold him up so you can see. Oh, I haven't got him in the pearl picker properly there, but you can see, so he is a dark chocolate. So altogether you've got a two-tonal darker blue, a dark purple, and then a dark chocolate. So as a reminder, we definitely need the pearls on the jewellery, so we need 2 pearls on the earrings and 1 pearl on the pendants. If you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can swap one or all of them for colours of your choice. If I run them through the board, your blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Two-tonal dark purple and silvers, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then the darker chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is a 8. What do you think, my lovely? Now, if you would prefer to have some time to think about it, you can do so, and then you could email me your choices across, whether that be which ones you'd like where, or what colours you'd like to swap to, and then which ones you'd like where. Or if you know now as well, then that's absolutely fine, and we can do that for you. I've just popped the link in for the Christmas cozies, so you can see there. Now, if you are from, so I'm in the UK, so the website automatically shows in pound. But if you'd like to see it in a different currency, in the top right hand corner there is a little drop down box. You can then just click on that drop down, and then you can pick on what currency you'd like to view the website in. It then does convert everything for you, so then you can see it that way. So I hope that helps for any of you who may not be in the UK. Possible to have all three to match the blue. So I could do it so the blue was on the pendant, and then I could match, I could possibly get 2 blues for the earrings. Oh, it would be from my pre-drilled blues, just because I don't have any darker blues available which would be matching. Now pre-drilled blues just means that I've pre-drilled them a little while ago, so, and because they're going on the jewellery anyway, I would have to drill them. Now I don't know if I've got any as dark as your one, but I'm just going to see if I can get as close to it. However, they're not going to be as big as your one, so it would be that the pendant would have the larger one on it, and then the earrings would have the smaller one on it. So I'll show you what I can do, and then you can let me know if you're happy with that or not. I'm just seeing, are those two? Yep, those two are. Okay, so have a look here. So the one at the bottom would be the one on the pendant, and then the top two, so it's very, very similar in colour. There, if anything, they're a touch lighter, but there's definitely not a lot in it at all colour wise, but they are slightly smaller. Would you be happy with that, my lovely? If you're not happy with that, I can pop you on a waiting list to sort of match the size there. Again, I don't know how long that would be. Happy with that? Okay, perfect. Let me bring you back up then. So I just need to make a note as well that the earrings blues are pre-drilled, just so I don't go and drill them again tomorrow. So let me wrap up your shells first, and then I'll make a note of everything. Oh. Okay, so shells are wrapped up there, and on the earrings we're going to have blues, on the pendant you're going to have blues, and then if I add a note saying that earring pearls are pre-drilled. Okie dokie. I'll pop these on here as well. So if we do your naughty or nice card, good luck, my lovely. And in here, your naughty or nice card is, you've got a nice card, and you have got a £3 off code for the website. So that means, Stacey, if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £3 off code that you can use. It will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that. I've wrapped up your shells as well, and there we go, that's all safe up there for you. Yet from our website, my eye for colour and detail is phenomenal. Oh, bless you, Donna, thank you. I do try. I don't reveal my sources, I'm afraid, Abby. No, it's not, I'm afraid. Sorry, Stacey, I didn't see that comment. No, it's not included. I do sell chains individually on the website. With the cozy game, it's not included. It does say in the description of the item. If you got a charm, the fitting is included. So the lobster or the hoop fitting, whichever one you chose. But no, the chain's not with this one. But like I say, I do sell them on the website if you wanted a chain. However, that pendant should slide onto any chain which is sort of 0.8 mil thick and smaller. So if you've got any chain at home, you'll be able to slide it onto there. Thicker snake chains and stuff like that, it may be a bit tight for, but 0.8 mil and smaller, which is, so I'd say around 0.4 is an average chain thickness. So it should fit onto most chains. No, it's not a problem at all. I hope that helps. Lobster and hoop fittings if we get a charm, so I'll pop a link in. So this one here is a hoop fitting. So hoop fitting is a slide-on fitting. There we go. So almost so you can slide it onto the bracelet. And then this one here is a lobster fitting. So this is like a latch hook fitting, so you clip it onto the bracelet. I hope that helps. Up next today is Dawn Allen. Dawn, are you here? Dawn, hello again, my lovely. So with this one, you've got a 4 pearl oyster and then a single oyster, so the oyster of your choice. So I'm going to grab the 4 pearl oyster bag. I think that's this one. Yep. So which other oyster would you like? So you've got the Nunu rainbow, expand the rainbow, or normals bag. So light rainbow, dark rainbow, or normal natural colours. Which one would you like? So I've just opened up the 4 pearl oyster, as in out the bag, not the oyster. But no, which other one would you like? Nunu, donate the shells. Okay, is there a certain colour or colours you're hoping for with this one? Oh no, that stays up here. Okay, so Nunu rainbow oyster. We'll open up the 4 pearl oyster first and the Nunu rainbow oyster afterwards, if that's okay with you. So your 4 pearl one is this one here. Good luck, my lovely. There's one side and the other side. Okay, in your first oyster, there's your mother of pearl. You can see there's no pearls on that side, and you are quadding. So 4 pearls in here. Let me squidge them out. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let me just have a squidge. Double check there's nothing else in there. No more in that one. And if I dry these up for you, we'll pop them in the sand. So they're cultured pearls, Rosemary, so they would be scanned. So they're scanned to I don't scan them, but they are scanned just to make sure that obviously there is 4 pearls in there. Now from a 4 pearl oyster, we have had more than 4 pearls, which is why I then continue to squidge just to see if there is anything else. But we haven't had below 4 pearls, if that makes sense. So your colours here, Dawn, are, if I go around them for you, you've got this deep dark purple pearl, you've got a brighter lemon yellow, you've got a bright coral, and a icy blue as well. Now they all look very similar in size there, and the colours go really well with each other. So quadding oyster colours there. If we move on to your second oyster, so this one is your Nunu rainbow oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here, oh, popped out straight away then, you have got a blurple, and there's no more in that one. So again, a blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. So you'll see different shades of blues and purples as we go around the pearl, and in different lights. This one is in fact two-tonal, so it's a lighter base, and then you've got these sort of darker speckled areas around the pearl. So this one's definitely larger than your quadding oyster pearls as well. So look at that gorgeous lighter base, but then when we concentrate on it, you can see the darker speckles going around the oyster, around the pearl. Now, Dawn, what do you think to these? For your item jewellery, I'll need to know which one pearl you'd like on the jewellery. However, if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. If I run them through the board, the dark purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a... Oh, sorry, he is a 6. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5 as well. Your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. What do you think? Sarah, I can't see what you've asked, how much, all I can see is how much it is. I can't see who you're replying to, but you can find all of our products and prices on the website if that helps. The link for the website is in the description above, and it's www.pearlsofbrecon.com. But Dawn, what do you think? Oh, I'm running away there. Let me just pop them back up. Can we swap the lemon for a dark red? You can indeed. I'm just going to pop the blurple at the top there, so then when I pop the red in, you can see. So I've got burgundy reds here. So I'll show you this one. If this one's too sort of bright, I do have black cherries as well, which are quite a nice dark, deeper shade than these ones. So have a look here. Would you be happy with that one, or would you prefer to go darker? Yes, you can order a pearl on its own. You don't have to have the oyster opening if you don't want to. You can just order the pearl as it is. To do so, just pop me an email over with what colour pearl you would like. I'd then send you a photo of the pearl, so obviously you can confirm, and then I can send you an invoice that way. Or if you'd like to see the pearl on the live, we can do it the other way round. So I can send you an invoice, and then you can come on the live and pick your pearl from a range of colours that way. Dawn, what do you think to that burgundy red? If you're not happy, again, just let me know and I can change the shade. If you are happy, then I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. Red on the jewellery, an invoice for monthly charm with the purple and lobster fitting. Okay, now do you know which monthly charm you would like? Is that the one that we're in now, so the July monthly charm deal, or one of the previous ones? So we've got many. So if I pop the link in for you, the ones which have all been sort of released are these here. So we go back to 2022, depending on what ones there are. So I'd need to, if it is the monthly charm deal, I'd need to know the month and the year of which charm, if that makes sense. Or the July one now, which hasn't been released yet, as to what it looks like. Oh, I love that. So is that the July 2023? Just to confirm. So going back, let me see, red on the jewellery, and then you'd like to be invoiced for monthly charm deal July, but just confirm if that's July 2023. Yep, it is with the, I've lost what colour it was, let me go back up, with purple and lobster fitting. So 2023 and lobster. That's perfect. Okay, so if I pop these in here for you, the invoice for that will get sent across for you tomorrow. I just have to think what day we're on then. Get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Just double check everything's correct on there, obviously, before paying. But yeah, I hope you'll be happy with the monthly charm deal once it arrives. So I'll just do a quick description. With the monthly charm deals, they happen every month, and we go live on a Wednesday. Every first Wednesday of the month we go live, and you have your oyster openings. Now it's at a deal price at the start of the month, then it normally goes back to its what would be price after the openings. So you can sort of pre-book in for the monthly charm deals each month to have it at the discounted price. The catch is that you don't know what the charm is going to be until it arrives. Now everybody gets the same charm each month. It's just you get to pick what colour pearl goes on there, but you don't know what it's going to be until it arrives. And then, as you can see on the website, we've got all of the previous ones, and they're all charms which aren't on the website as well. Right, Dawn, let's do your naughty or nice card. So here, naughty or nice card, and you've got a naughty card with this one. So it does mean that there's nothing on the back of that one. But Dawn, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells there. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. And up next today is Kristen Getson. Kristen, are you still here? You're very, very welcome, Dawn, and good night, my lovely. Thank you for joining us today. Kristen, hello, my lovely. Perfect. Let me just mark off that you are here. Brilliant. Okay, so you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, I'm so sorry. That one snuck up on me. Oh, that was a yawn. I'm so, so sorry. Of course, Jade. But no, Kristen, 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? We have got Nunu rainbow oysters, which are darker rainbow colours, expand the rainbow oysters, which are lighter rainbow colours, or the normal natural oysters, which are natural colours. Nunu and an expand the rainbow and donate the shells. Okay, so Nunu rainbow oyster. Expand the rainbow oyster. Let me just get these open for you. Would there be certain colours that you're hoping for at all? So let's go down. So I believe I may have just mixed them. No, this one's the Nunu rainbow oyster. Yep, I haven't. So first one is Nunu rainbow oyster. Good luck, my lovely. There's one side. Anything fun? Okay. Oh, and the other side. Now your first oyster, I can see that you are twinning 1 and 2 there. Twinning with darker pearls. Now there's no more in that one. And you're twinning with darker chocolatey purple pearls here. So I'm going to say that these are a base chocolate and they do have this slight dark purple overtone to them. There we go. So base chocolates with a dark purple overtone. Moving on to oyster number 2. So this one here is your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. And in here, you are twinning for a second time, Kristen. Again, there's no more in that one. And you're twinning with bright hot pinks with this one here. So 2 complete different shades of twins as well. 2 oysters, 4 pearls. Now I'm going to pop these in the sand as well for you. And then what do you think to these? If you're happy with the shades, they are yours, you get to keep them. If you're not happy with the shades, you can swap them for colours of your choice. Beautiful pearls though. If I run them through the board, the chocolate purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. His twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. So I've just seen that you love them all. So just confirm for me, are you happy to keep them all, my lovely? Pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So that actually measuring just slightly different sizes there. Happy to keep all of them. Kristen, I'm glad you're happy with those shades there. I'm just going to bring you back up and pop these in here. Okay, you also get a naughty or nice card. So in here, your naughty or nice card, and you have got a naughty card there. So that does mean that there's nothing on the back of that one, my lovely. But I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. I think that might be the end of the order list for today. Kristen, you're very, very welcome. Let me just refresh here because I'd hate to leave if an order's just come through. But I don't think that's the case. No. Okay, so we're going to be live again on Tuesday evening. We'll be live from around 8 p.m. BST. So if you'd like to join us, or even if you'd like to order, your opening will be on Tuesday evening. I hope you all have a brilliant start to your week and Monday morning, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.